I've said to Carlton when we were out on the pitch, when Carlton was speaking to him on the phone, if we can, then we will. I don't want to get in the way, and if I'm not allowed, then I won't. But if I'm allowed, then I would love to go and see him. But then I think that, we're as a group are so tight. I'm not sure 40 odd people are allowed to go and see someone in hospital. So we'll have to check on that. But I'm just so thankful that he's okay, because that's all that matters. And that's what I wasn't really able to enjoy any of the celebrations at the end, because all I cared about was Lux.
Can you just give us an idea of the state of mind in the dressing room at half-time, and whether you had to pick some players up, whether they weren't mentally ready to go back out?
The staff were really good and made sure that they said that he's okay, and he's speaking and everything else, and we were able to sort of try and calm everyone down. I made sure the first thing I said was the same thing and backed that up, and then it was a case of then business and focus, and we're doing it for Locks. That was the message, and I know it was really tight. Thank you very much, Stu.
That's my round.
Yeah, thank you. Cheers, everyone. It was a case of doing it for him, and again, I know it was tight, and in the end, there's nothing in the game. I know that. And I've got to say, when I'm on it now, what Mark Robins has done with that football club is incredible. And I know I've spoken about this in the pre-stuff. I couldn't have done that, what he's done, the way he's got the club from League Two to the verge and to that close of being in the Premier League. He's built them right back up. His players, his staff, everyone deserves a heck of a lot of credit there. And I'd have been saying that if we'd have lost as well today, because they do deserve that, and it was that close. And it is one of those days where it's a shame, especially with both clubs' journeys. It's a shame that someone had to lose today. I'm obviously delighted that we won, but I do feel for them as well today.
Just one final from me again on the phone. I saw Carl on the phone chatting to him on the pitch. Did you chat to him as well? Have you spoken to him yet?
I just made sure that Carlton relayed to him that I was there, and if we can, we'll come and see him, but we'll have to see. But Carlton and Locks are really close. It was important that Carlton knew and had spoken to him. He was quite emotional at the time.
What actually happened?
I've got not too much on it at the moment. He collapsed, but I've got no more detail on that at the moment, so we'll be able to say more as and when I know more as well. He's still having checks now. He's in hospital. He's got really good people looking after him. He's having tests now. I wouldn't want to say. I don't know. I would have thought so, yeah. Yeah.
Just on your own personal journey, it's been an amazing year for you, for a screen. Now you're going back to the Premier League. How do you sum up the last 12 months?
Well, in the main, pretty good. We had a few weird months in the middle of it all, but apart from that, yeah, it's been great to win a league title with an amazing group of people at Forest Green was brilliant, and I thought things don't get much better than that, and maybe they do. We had the opportunity. I say we, myself and Richie Carr, who came with me to Watford. We had the chance to go. A huge club, just been in the Premier League themselves. We made the decision to go, and unfortunately it didn't work out. But without that happening, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you fine people now. So, in the main, pretty good. But the one thing I will say is that the common denominator between Forest Green and Luton is really good people, good plan, top players, honest people, and really lucky, proud to be working with them.
I know it's early days, that you're just hours into it. What kind of club are Luton going to be in the Premier League? Because everyone wants to be competitive, but take 100 million quid out, whatever happens.
It's important, I think, because our board won't allow the club to ever be in the kind of position that we were in, just over a decade ago. So we're not going to go mental. So what we're going to have to do is play to our strengths, which is what we've tried to keep doing since we've come in. So of course there'll be some changes and there will be some recruitment. Of course we want to be competitive, and we realise that there's going to be the biggest challenge ever. We get that. The best managers in the world are all in the Premier League. You've got the best players. We know how tough it is, but allow me to try and enjoy this night tonight, please, before answering that in more detail. I think we can enjoy next season as well. And what it does do, securing a promotion to the Premier League, it probably secures our club for a long, long time as well, because we will be sensible with how we go forward with it.
Do you think your ground is going to be an asset for you?
I think it will be. I know so much has been made of it, but that's our ground right now at the moment. So deal with it, and we've got to try and make it. We've got to try and make it that way. It's helped us, I think, since we've been in this last 6 months. It's been a real place of strength for us at home. The Kenny's a great place for us to go and play, and we'll try and enjoy. What will it be? 19 Premier League games there next season. It's incredible to say that.
Have you got any plans to celebrate tonight?
Beer. Yeah, I'll see my family. Saw them a little bit when we got the trophy, which was lovely up there. See my family. But we've got to enjoy it. We've got to try and enjoy this moment, because, you know, it doesn't happen often. I've just said it to some of the young lads then, like Joe Johnson, who's 17, who's part of the squad, who's made his, you know, a couple of appearances this year for us at the back end of the season. I said, Joe, enjoy this. It doesn't happen often, you know, mate. I'm really lucky to have been a part of 4 promotions now, and I've been in football for, you know, 24 years, like professionally, so it doesn't happen loads, and yeah, we'll certainly enjoy it together tonight.
Do you think we should have had a penalty?
I haven't seen that back yet, but obviously there was VAR, so I take it that it was the right decision.
Your player was booked for...
Yeah, he was booked for simulation, which is unlike Jordan, but I don't care now, because he scored his penalty and we won, so, you know, I'll enjoy it. I'll enjoy the moment, but no, I haven't seen it back. It's unlike him if he did go over easy, but, you know, I haven't seen anyone since. I've just been talking to people, and since I haven't mentioned that at all.
Rob, obviously it's been an incredible story for the club. You must be so pleased with people like Gary and the others who have been around for such a long time.
Yeah, the people who put their heart and soul into the club. Our board of fans, the fans of the club, means everything to them. As I said before, they brought this club back from the brink, and along with John Still, who got that promotion out of the National League, and, you know, Nathan's work that he did, the promotions, Mick Harford, the recruitment team. There's so many people. There's too many people to mention now. We've come in for the last 6 months, and it's almost like, oh yeah, this is easy. You know, just keep it going. And it's because of a lot of the brilliant work that was gone on, Gary and the board, and, as I say, the recruitment, the players. Just so proud, you know, for the lads, for the fans, because they've seen some dark times. You know, it's great that we can give them a really big smile.
On the first half performance, how did you come out like you did? Dominant, you probably should have.
Yeah, and of course, after losing our best player after 4 or 5 minutes as well, to recover from that, seeing how locks went off, I thought the lads showed a lot of mental strength and resilience and character. And then went on and performed like that. You know, I do think we could have had 2 or 3 in that first half. We didn't. And obviously then they're right in the game. I thought they definitely had the first 25 minutes or so of the second half. Excuse me. And then got the equaliser, and then it was pretty tight. But yeah, the performance in that first half, you know, on the biggest occasion, really, really, really pleased me. Yeah. Bloody VAR. I was off down there. I was off celebrating. What an idiot. Yeah, I thought that was going to come back to haunt me. Obviously, it hit his arm, and it doesn't get given, does it? You've got to get used to that now.
Rob, just on Nathan Jones, you know, social media can be very cruel. He kind of became a bit of a ridiculed figure with what happened to Southampton for him. But how much credit does he deserve?
Loads. The position that he left the club in after 21 league games, we were in the mix. He's, you know, a huge part of the club's success over the last few years, and him and his staff, Alan and Chris, and he's had other staff over the years, but they deserve a lot of credit, and I've said it hopefully in all the interviews that I've had. You know, they deserve a lot of credit. He's really good at what he does, and again, we've been able to try and keep that going, and that's why we're sat here now.
Lots been made about the club's journey from non-league to the Premier League. And you personally, when you Telford 7 years ago. Do you think that in 7 years' time you'd be a Premier League manager?
I think that was part of my journey. If you actually look at my last 10 years, I've had loads of different experiences coaching now. A lot of it at Championship level, international level, League Two. And so, yeah, I just thought that was part of my journey. I wanted to, and there was a link there with Wolves at the time, so I felt like it was pretty safe to be able to go and do that as well. It was just a really good experience for me, great learning, to go into a level that I didn't know much about. Learned a heck of a lot. Didn't get much right. Got it right towards the end. So that definitely helped. And I suppose then some of the success that we had with Forest Green, I leaned a lot on that time at Telford. So yeah, I always had a lot of belief. I think if you speak to people that have known me, especially with a lot of the work that I've done in the academy, especially at Wolves or with the FA, I hope they would speak highly of me, but that was just something that I thought it was a risk I wanted to take to challenge myself and try and do something different.
Rob, do you mind if I take you back to Tom and what happened? Can you explain to us your emotions at the time after the build-up, the anticipation, and then for it to start like that? And what was going through your mind?
I didn't know what had happened at the time, and like I said, I still don't fully know. I just thought, I could see him on the floor and not really moving, so I was really concerned, and I just thought, right, let's try and get the players away. I need to try and refocus them. And we just got them together and said, right, there's going to be a change. Locks is coming off, Berkey's coming on. We need to do this for him. I think I said it then after 4 or 5 minutes. We do it for him now. You've got to focus. I just think I spoke about focus, and in that moment, I didn't really know what to think. You just do and you just act. So it was a case of getting all the lads away and focus on the job at hand. And full credit to the players, they did. And then I'm probably, I was thinking on the side, wow, captains had to go off after 4 or 5 minutes. It's not going to be our day. So the players, the way they responded was brilliant.
Rob, I just want to ask you about Reece Burke. Obviously, he's on the bench. You can't really. Obviously, he'd be warm, but he's never imagining if he does come on, it'll be that early under those circumstances. And then to come up against probably, arguably, the best striker in the Championship, who likely will be playing Premier League football next season. Just how impressed were you with his ability to step into a game of that magnitude and really, as you said, Tom's probably your best player, but even with Reece Burke on there, he managed to do such a good job.
He did. Berkey's a really good player, and it's been a difficult decision actually leaving him out. But himself and Gabe have had 1 or 2 injury issues over the last few months, and that's really why he's been out of the team. And the other lads have done great. So a lot of confidence in Reece Burke. So I had no real worries about doing that. It's just taking the heartbeat, the middle, that leader out of the back three. But Gabe's done that for us, Gabe Osho, and like I said, it was a little rejig, and right, off you go. You've got to go and do it. But we've got full confidence in Reece Burke. He's a really good player.
You said you practiced penalties well in the build-up to the match. Have you taken the 6 after the warm-up?
Say it again, sorry.
You said you practiced penalties beforehand. Have you taken 6 as good as the ones you took today?
Probably not, no. So for him to do it, when it really, really mattered and counted, huge credit to the players for the control, to control their emotions. Because let's be honest, we could all step up and take a penalty in front of an empty stadium, but what they must have been feeling, I can't imagine it. Incredible. We had done a lot of practice, and we're probably able to do more in Coventry because we've known for 3 weeks, longer than them at least, that we were going to be in the playoffs. So a lot of research and work has been going into that. Not just the taking of the penalties, where we all need to be, the different stations, where we're going to try and stand, the breaths when you put the ball down. We knew the order as soon as the final whistle went. The order was done, even with the changes that we'd made. So that we felt very, very organised and prepared for that moment. So I know. Myself and Richard both worked at the FA. There's a lot of work that the FA have put into on the penalty side. Speaking to a lot of other people who've been in part of playoffs and penalties and stuff as well, and getting their footage and leaning on their experiences. We did that. And, in the end, it was a perfect shootout for us.
What were your emotions when that last penalty was missed?
a bit numb. Just made sure I went and shook Mark's hand and his staff. I don't want to be that guy that just starts running off and celebrating before seeing the other manager. So I just felt quite numb. I still do. I don't think it's really settled in quite yet. It might take a few days, but it's great. It does feel good. Again, it was mixed because of locks. I really feel that's why I couldn't really go for it. Maybe just in a different Rob, celebrating. Couldn't quite do that. Yeah, of course. Yeah, delighted. I've been crying live on TV when I saw that. So, yeah, I was. Yeah.
You talked about the size of the challenge you guys face next season and sort of accepting that. Is it a case of you sort of celebrate tonight and then tomorrow really the preparations for the Premier League begin in terms of, I'm sure you'll be working on transfers and stuff like that, and I'm sure you won't be going quite sort of Nottingham Forest in that regard.
No.
But is it a case of tomorrow sort of
Gary will probably try and grab me at some stage tonight to have a talk about players and what we do in the plan, but I'm not sure he'll get much sense out of me tonight. I might be starting that. Neymar's available in it at the moment. I might start asking for stupid things. So, look, we'll enjoy it. I think there's obviously been a lot of work going on, Championship, Premier League. I've not really allowed myself to focus on the Premier League targets, and I've just focused more on the Championship stuff, and we had a good plan there. There is work, the recruitment team have been doing a lot of work behind the scenes on the Premier League stuff, so I'll get up to speed quickly with that, and we will have to act quite quickly. There's probably work starting on the stand right now as we speak, so there's a lot of work that needs to be done.
He's going straight back.
He's starting to pull things down. Love it.